Ever since the creation of AM0tekUN, there have been a lot of negative connotations, a lot of very unproductive statement that has come out from the northern part of Nigeria. Well, we have maybe 0.1% of some politicians from the southwestern part of Nigeria that are not actually speaking in support of AM0tekUN, and they are not speaking against AM0tekUN. They are in between. But well, many of them do not really matter at the end of the day as the voice of the masses. And of course, the governors from the southwestern part of Nigeria, they are in support of this movement. And this has gone down very well, very, very well with the southeastern part of Nigeria, as IPOB commended this. And IPOB is a secessionist group, and the leader of this group is Nnamdi Kanu. Femi Fani-Kayode is a friend of Nnamdi Kanu and is a member of PDP, opposition party. Although he had his own time when he was the aviation minister, there were a lot of corruption that was alleged also, and a lot of money went missing. But he has lent his platform to, kind of torture Buhari and also point out some ills in the government, not because the past administration was clean of corruption anyway. But without further ado, let me quickly take you guys to what he claimed happened. He is a lawyer. He's called in the United Kingdom, and he calls himself an activist too. Femi Fani-Kayode. He claimed that he has been threatened to stop speaking against evil, or else something dangerous may happen to him. In fear of the call received, Femi Fani-Kayode went to his Twitter account to write this. He said, "Someone called me to offer some unsolicited advice. He said I should stop speaking out and opposing evil, or else something may happen. It was a veiled threat." Now, he said, "I smiled and I asked him how a servant of the Most High God, a son of Chief Remi Fani-Kayode, and a protege of President Olusegun Obasanjo, Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams, that is a pastor in Ghana, and Prophet T.B. Joshua, popular in Nigeria. He is also the pastor in charge of Synagogue Church of Christ, if I got that pronounced as Con." He said, "How can all of this, him being the son of Chief Remi Fani-Kayode, protege of President Olusegun Obasanjo, Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams, and Prophet T.B. Joshua, bow before the enemy?" He said he will never bow to any of the threats, as he got those several times. He continued saying, he said, "I have 4 lions in me, together with the lion of the tribe of Judah. Courage is my second name. I will not, and I will never bow, and I will never stop." That's what he said. He concluded by saying, like Shakespeare, Macbeth, "I shall fight until the flesh be hacked from my bones, and damned be he who first cries old." Meaning he's not giving up. Never say never. A lot of people aside politics, how these games are. Probably if he's giving some political position, they might decide to just, like Keyamo. Festus Keyamo was also loud, and all of a sudden he was asked to become a player. He was given a huge chest of money to be the spokesperson for Buhari for election and to do 1 or 2 things. He was promised a ministerial position. He was given all of that, and all of a sudden he started looking into the constitution, and he started saying that you don't need to have the ordinary level to become president, because he claimed that there is a waiver. Maybe there is a waiver or not, but then if it was the other way around, they would have spoken differently. So those who describe Yorubas as being fearful are bereft of information. They should go and read about Ogun, Ifa, Obatala, Oshun, Agolomolodo, and Songo. That's what someone is actually saying about this. Just to mention a few, all of them were mere men who became gods, all those people, all these names that you oftentimes hear people worship this and that. These are humans that walk the surface of this earth. He said, so those toying with the peace of the Yorubas shall soon face the toughest times. So that's just what someone here is saying. Now, a person who lives in the den of lions should always believe in through God, through Jesus Christ. That's what someone is saying. Life is ephemeral, but God gives eternal life to those who righteously believe in Jesus Christ. Here is someone speaking his own peace and his own personal belief as regards the threat that FFK claimed that he is receiving. Of course, I thought about this anyway, that one of these days, someone would definitely call this man and tell him, hey, man, enough is enough, because he hides nothing when he speaks. It's not like the rest of the people that say they are the Pepe Dem gang, but they are not in Nigeria. They are like Reno Omokri. They are in the United Kingdom. They will never fly down to Nigeria. They are there and they say they are Buhari's tormentor, and they will never come to Nigeria. Not because I'm saying they should come to Nigeria, but I'm talking of someone that is on ground, and that is FFK. He said he is not afraid of anyone. He even called Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He said he never knows that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is so much of a stupid person or foolish person. These are things that do not come out from people's mouth just like that. What will happen? Anything can happen. So it's a serious issue. Now it's a very serious issue. Someone here shares his own opinion. He says no other person will call you other than the agent of tyrant government. Your words send chill spines and cow them to submission. They realize that all their threats are met with fire and brimstone, and this got them confused as to which way to decimate the Yorubas. They see you as an enigma that have solution and far more than what they bargained for. Therefore, they resort into sending trepidatious message that will shut you out. Now, that's serious. Who else could be the evil caller other than the blood-sucking Boko Haram and the northern ephemeral who enjoys killing and sucking human blood with hegemonized agenda? God is angry with Nigerian Christians, but these evil people will fizzle out very soon. Mark my word. Today, as Christ is now set to avenge the death of Christians whom these butchers caught short their life. Now, a member of CAN, that's Christian Association of Nigeria, was abducted by the Boko Haram members, not because all lives are not important. He was abducted, and this man was made to shoot a video where he said, if I don't come back, please take care of my wife and children. And they claim that Boko Haram asked for 10 million, I think about 10 billion or a billion naira or something, a very huge amount of money. And they couldn't pay that amount of money, and they negotiated to about 5 or 10 million naira or thereabout. And Boko Haram got angry. They requested for, I think, 500 million naira. Where is that going to come from? And once that was refused, they killed the man. They beheaded him and showed the video. This is how terrible this can be. Now, when you see such acts being committed, and the same group of people that are asking for ransom, if they can catch kidnappers, why is Boko Haram so difficult for the Nigerian army? It simply puts that this government is sympathetic to Boko Haram. If not, even previous administration, it's not this government that created Boko Haram. There have been issues of Boko Haram ever before Buhari stepped in. But what I see is that in the military and there's a lot of complex issues as regards this. They don't need just helicopters for them to combat Boko Haram. All they need is intelligence report. All they need is electronics to spy the movement of Boko Haram and find out the people supplying them. All they need is to have a dedicated satellite and camera that's going to record high definition to record the activities and the movement of this group of people. And once this is noted, it's so easy for them to, destroy this group. But fortunately, they are being granted amnesty. In fact, I heard it live and direct. This one is not them say, where a military general is saying if they drop their arms, they could become the next president in Nigeria. That shows the future of that country if people do not sit up and stop being a mediocre. So guys, that is what it is for now. If you're not a member of this channel, let us grow together by you tapping on the subscription button and the red notification icon bell below. It will alert you whenever videos are uploaded. Thanks for stopping by.